So I've just got here and the squash are not looking their best, I must admit. There's been a bit of pest damage, but they all look a little bit, well, they look like they need a good water, to be honest, but it has been raining and it's been very windy, and I can only assume that they've really not enjoyed being outside, and might be a bit of transplant shock. These ones look like they've put on some good growth, those two. Over here look a little bit even worse for wear, to be honest, but hopefully they'll pick up. Yeah, not looking the best, but still alive, still okay. No peas up yet, obviously. So I really need to get the rest of the beds weeded today. Weeding is on the cards today. Not seen any beans come through yet, but again, it's only 3 days since I sowed them. To get in that brassica cage as well. So yes, weeding is on the cards today. Weeding these beds. I think I'll do, rather than do the beds that are a little bit weedy, I think I'll do these very weedy beds first. And then I need to think what the heck I'm going to grow in these beds, because, yeah, I think this bed will be my dahlia bed. Because I've got, what did I say I had? Did I say I had 25? 20 something, didn't I? 24 maybe dahlias. So that will fill this bed up. This bed, yeah. Let's see what we can do, what we can sow. Yeah. Let's get on. So I had to go up this path because there's weed membrane under there, but it's just coming up in little bits now. So I'm just going with this path. I've just been pulling a few of the tops off the weeds, you can't really tell. Because we're going to be removing these beds at the end of the season, that'll be in autumn when things are done, or winter. I'm not going to bother getting the weed membrane up and weeding it. I'm just going to keep pulling the tops off and stopping things from getting big, and keep on top of it really for now. And then come the autumn, we'll remove the sides off all of these beds and make this one big growing area right up to the end there, and we will then put new raised beds in and have the layout a little bit different. And like I've said in previous videos, we'll have a border that runs all along the front of this wall and then down that stone border there, and hopefully I will have decided whether to grow flowers or fruit along there by then. We'll see. So I'm going to go get a drink, have a drink of water, because it is getting warm now. It was freezing this morning, 6 degrees in the greenhouse overnight. And then I'm going to think about getting started on that second bed. To be honest, I think these squash are probably in transplant shock, because these, I came back the day after I planted this bed up and they looked a lot better then. But like I said, in my greenhouse last night it was 6 degrees, so obviously it will have been colder outside, and they won't have liked it. So I'll see if they pick up overnight tomorrow. How fast are the weeds growing back, by the way? What's this all about? I just did this the other day. Do it again and again and again and again. Hopefully they'll pick back up, but I might have to purchase some spares just in case. This bed's available for other things, so my parents did say they might want to grow some runner beans, and I did offer them some space here, so they might do that. But other than that, I've got Berlotti beans and I've got Sunny beans to grow, so we'll just see if we actually get the seeds germinate this time, or if the slugs will let them be. It has been a really bad year for slug damage this year, probably the worst I've ever had, certainly. That bed looks a lot better. There's still keep seeing bits in there. It's just taken me an hour to get this bit done. So much for no dig, eh? But yeah. So this is my dahlia bed. So I need to get rid of these big clumps and prep it for planting. Might plant it tomorrow. I think we are forecast another cool evening, cool night tonight. I did get one of the foxgloves out, the smaller one, but I've left the white one. I think that little bee there is quite happy I did that. Because we've got these on here as well. I do want to leave some poppies. I keep having to weed up the poppies because they're not really where I want them. So I think I'll try and keep a couple. And then hopefully when the foxgloves are gone, the poppies will come and replace them. So I thought actually I might have a break from weeding in order to weed. So I thought I might weed these little beds just because it's going to be easy. I can do it by hand and just stop them getting overgrown. And also this bed, I didn't know what I was going to plant in here with the cosmos, so I've decided to just plant more cosmos and make this a big flowery cosmos bed. So that's what I'll do, and then I'll get back to the big weeding. Sometimes it is just nice to sit and enjoy your pot as well. Although I do keep seeing about 1,000 things that I could be doing. I really don't have to look far to see something that needs doing. I really need to sort that bindweed out this week. Yeah. Not now, because I've got other things to do. But this week. I've just come down here to prep this bed for planting some marigolds, and I think this might be my new favourite tool. This is so good for getting those small weeds that you can just sort of scrape off the top. No good for dandelions, but yeah. And while I've been doing it, I've realised that there are some calendula seedlings here, so I'm going to leave these because I have got some bought ones to go in. But I do love calendula, and I did have a few here last year because this is where I grew my beans last year, and I had calendula in the ground with them. So yes, if I see any more, I'll be leaving them. Also, there's a poppy there. I'm going to leave that one, I think. And I've seen one somewhere else. Oh, there's one there as well. So it looks like we're going to have some poppies near the beans. So I'm going to do this side, and then I think about planting some out. Just going to have a look at this garlic, pull a few of these weeds out of here while I'm here. I think, I don't know what they are anymore. The labels seem to come now. You're not supposed to just pull garlic up, are you? You're supposed to do this. The ground is so solid. I'm going to have to get my fork. So let's see if I can see what the varieties are still. Because they have... no idea. Nope. That's a HN, that's a hard neck, so these are hard necks. Just as in. So, there will be a video. There's Carcassonne, Kingsland White, I believe. I know I bought that one, whether that was one that got planted or not, I don't know. Anyway, this one looks like it's got a nice thick stem. So I'm going to go in, nice and far apart, and just loosen the ground around and see how we're doing. So it seems that this one's going to come out whether it's ready or not, isn't it? Let's face it. So God, how far down does this thing go? Admittedly, one-handed is not the easiest. So I hope you can see, because I'm not really watching what I'm doing. Okay. Maybe not the best. It smells good though. I don't know what this is. So I think we'll be leaving these for a bit longer, and I will I'll still be able to use this. So 3 different varieties, and this is what 3 of them look like. Not one of them has divided. So that's called vernalisation, and it happens when we get really cold weather, and we've had some really hard frosts. So I'm not really sure why it hasn't done it, but I've just got these 3. That's the first one. Biggest one is the first one I pulled out. Second one is from here, which is a different variety, and this one is just a little one that had fallen over and wasn't looking too good. So we'll do something with these. But yeah, we'll give them another month or so, see how they get on. We've had no escapes on the hardnecks, which is a bit disappointing because that's kind of why I chose hardneck varieties for half of it. Softnecks are obviously, you know, for storing, but not when they look like that, obviously. So yeah, never mind, eh?